All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here again, talking real music in real time for, again, what is it, like one out of every 74 people right now watching these videos, maybe 2 out of 74. But they are good people, and they're people just like you and just like me. There's a heavy-duty screening process, I guess, to get to one of my videos. That's for security reasons, right? Before I get going on the topic, which is Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony and Smashing Pumpkins, all just mixed together, and then I had this revelation, which I've talked about before. This album here is pretty cool. It's called The Great Divide, came out earlier this year. The album entitled Providence. I really like the artwork, very basic packaging, but as you can see, the CD does a nice job mimicking the cover, which typically that's what they do with CDs if you still buy them. It's kind of Americana. It's a little bit country for sure, and a little bit rock as well. Some really great songs, great songwriting. So check out The Great Divide if you have an opportunity. Also describes the political divide in our country as a secondary thing. Okay, and don't forget also modernretrofm.com, Modern Retro Radio. I want to thank all the patrons who have sent me messages during this revenue apocalypse. You know, a lot of times when you do fundraising, which typically I have to do all the time, you hit your total and then you stop. For me, unfortunately, because YouTube continues to just cut my pay for whatever reason, compared to what this channel was doing, say, I don't know, 11 months ago or so. And it's been that way this entire year. I got a nice bump from Eric Clapton and that video that we did. I can't have Eric on every month or two because that takes the impact away from when he does show up here. But I'd like to have him on again. Or if you're somebody who wants to be on and you think you could help generate viewers, that would be awesome. I'd love to talk to you. And I won't even talk politics. I'll just stay away from politics. I don't know if that's the reason for all of this, but in any event, there's a lot of politics when it comes to the band Van Halen, right? So I'm watching Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, and Billy Corgan, special guest Billy Corgan. You know, it is the season for Smashing Pumpkins, right? So why not have Billy Corgan show up on stage? I'm not a huge fan of Smashing Pumpkins, but I do believe in the art of Smashing Pumpkins. I did it quite frequently, usually in November when they started to kind of rot out and become disgusting, and you throw them out into traffic, and then, That's good old-fashioned fun, right? Don't worry about the drivers or anything, or just throw them up into the air and watch them explode when they hit the ground. It's always good fun, and to have Billy Corgan along for the ride at the whole Cabo birthday celebration is kind of interesting. But what's more interesting is when they decide to do the song Ain't Talking About Love, right? Classic Van Halen song. It's the Roth era, which is always interesting when the Sammy team goes out and performs Roth era material. And I'm listening, to the beginning with the super high Tarzan yell and everything that Roth made famous back on the original when he had 100% vocals. And I'm listening, and it's Michael Anthony doing this. Now, I've already commented that this is really a good idea for these guys to go out there and do the Roth era stuff and to have Anthony sing this. And what's really in the way now, if you have Sammy and you have Michael Anthony taking care of all the David Lee Roth stuff, and I listened to the whole song, and you think it's old Roth, really, especially again with all the noise, and you got Billy singing harmony vocals, you got Sammy up there. They're all kind of how many sheets to the wind at this point when they're up there singing. But I'll tell you what, 69-year-old Michael Anthony just killing it out there. And why isn't there just, if you don't want to do a tribute to Ed, right? You want to bring like the Van Halen Roadshow back. Maybe you bring in like different guitarists, every few cities, like you do 5 dates with one guitarist and then you do 5 with another. It's a shame that Wolfgang doesn't want to have anything to do with that. And it's a shame that Alex Van Halen doesn't want to do anything. But man, I'm listening to this going, this is really good. And it takes a lot to impress me these days. These older guys, they all struggle. And I understand this. I'm not blaming them for not being able to sing. I heard this David Lee Roth song from 2000, whatever. He's releasing these tunes, and I did a video about it, and it's okay. It's lame. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. It's just lame. People say, "What do you think of that?" I go, "It's kind of lame." And they go, "Why? Don't you think you did a good job?" Yeah, we have really low expectations at this point. That's the issue. So when I hear something that meets expectations, it's like, holy crap, Batman, Michael Anthony can do this. And you know what? He was in Van Halen. He was the bassist in Van Halen. So this is perfect. You got 2 key guys. So just go out there and do what you need to do. You're going to have a drummer show up and obviously maybe rotate some drummers because Alex doesn't want to be a part of this. I don't know. Or maybe you just get one drummer and you keep them. I don't know. Maybe this ends up being like the Circle morphing into, a Van Halen show. All right. Now, of course, there are probably all kinds of legal problems with saying it's Van Halen. You might not even be able to put Van Halen in the title of what it is that you're doing. You might be able to put in like, hey, we're doing a tribute to Eddie, or we are performing the music of this band you once listened to not too long ago. I don't know. There must be a way around it. And if I'm Irving Azoff, I'm sure I could probably help and figure something out. Because that was just such a great performance. And he's done it before. It is totally amazing how he just nails it. So anyway, I'm listening to this thinking, yeah, I mean, if you guys, if you ever decide that you want to do something serious and get this music out there, maybe do 10, 20 dates, 30 dates, go around the country, rotate in some different players, kind of like Ringo's all-star band. Call it Sammy and Michael's all-star band. And we're playing mostly Van Halen music. And we're doing a tribute finally to Eddie, who deserves a tribute. I keep saying this, and it's kind of like nobody cares that nobody cares. It's gone beyond just, I guess this isn't going to happen to, you know what? Nobody really cares. It's kind of tragic. So it's really cool, though, that Michael Anthony can sing this well. And he was always given tons of credit by both Dave and Sam. I mean, he is kind of like the essence of that Van Halen sound with those background vocals, those harmony vocals, those high harmonies and things that he did, which made every song better and more interesting to listen to. So in any event, folks, check that out. There is probably a couple of places where they posted that video. Obviously, it's up on YouTube, but there are other instances where Michael Anthony is your lead singer. And what's interesting is I stepped on his leg about 10 or 11 years ago. Yeah, I was at a Chickenfoot show, and I hadn't even had any adult beverages, but I couldn't find my way around him because he was seated, and I had to kind of on the floor, and I had to get like behind him and then go up. It was weird the way they had us do that picture, but it was fun. Except I'm like, dang it, I just stepped on I even said it out loud. I said, I stepped on the bass player's leg. I don't know if he's going to be able to perform tonight. He did laugh, so he has a sense of humor. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. It doesn't work for me, much like revenue on this channel. So anyway, here's The Great Divide, Providence, go listen to this. It sounds nothing like Van Halen. I wasn't trying to match the music with the topic on this one. It's just really good stuff, and I'm sure nobody else is going to be talking about that band. So there you have it. Please, if you can support the channel, I'd like to wake up one day, look at my phone, and see some good analytics. It's one thing that YouTube just each day, I lost another $100. Nah, I mean, seriously, in one day, the revenue on this channel goes down by $100. All right, that shows you where I once was. In the old days, when I hit like 200, 300, 400 for a month, I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. So I don't understand that, because I have 5 times as many subscribers as in my heyday, and I don't understand what's going on with that. Of course, now I'm not gaining subscribers the way I was, say, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So again, folks, if you can help out, I complain too much about this. I'm sorry. There's no other business model. I've been chatting with patrons who say, hey, I wish people could watch your channel. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Me too. I don't understand. Hey, you're doing a good job. Thanks. But nobody's watching. So again, I need to get more than 2,000 views on a video. So if you're subscribed to the channel, try to watch the videos at the very least. If you can't do the $1 a month, put them on in the background. You don't even have to like the topic. I know a lot of people say, I don't agree with you on everything. I don't even care. Just watch the video. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have nothing else to say. And I will have more content, though, coming up. So stay tuned. And please, again, watch the videos. And thank you for those of you who do. God bless everyone. Pray for peace. And I will see you soon.